Imagine this. You used to be insecure, constantly overthinking every text, getting ghosted over and over. But one day, out of nowhere, they hear about the life you've built and everything changes. How would they react? Let's be honest for a moment. You didn't lose them because you weren't enough. You lost them because you didn't believe you were. I know that sting. You were broke, unsure, checking your phone too often, reading into every message, trying to be enough instead of becoming grounded in one day silence. She ghosts you, no explanation, no closure. Here's a truth most guys never admit. One of the biggest reasons people ghost isn't cruelty. It's insecurity they can feel radiating from you. Psychology calls this emotional leakage. Your posture, your tone, your urgency, they all broadcast out without you saying a word, and attraction doesn't survive that energy. So what do? You don't chase answers. You don't send just checking in texts. You don't try to prove your worth to someone who already left. You turn inward. You quiet the noise. You ask yourself one dangerous, liberating question. What would my life look like if no one was watching? That's where transformation begins. You find something that belongs to you, a craft, a business idea, training your body, mastering a skill, building something that forces you to show up even when no one is clapping, especially when no one is clapping. At first, nothing changes externally. No messages, no sudden attention. Just you, your effort, your consistency. But internally, everything shifts. Your days gain structure. Your posture changes. Your mind stops orbiting around who left. Stoic philosophy teaches this brutally simple idea. Focus only on what you can control. Your effort, your discipline, your direction, not outcomes, not people. And here's the irony most never see. When you stop broadcasting your need, when you stop narrating your progress, when you build quietly, one day they hear about you anyway. Not from your posts, not from your explanations, but from results. In the next part, we'll dive into that moment, the moment someone who once ignored you suddenly sees you differently, and why the biggest change isn't their reaction, but what it does to your confidence. Here's where most guys get it wrong. They think, if I just text more, chase harder, or prove myself, they'll notice me. That's the exact opposite of what works. The moment you try to force attention, insecurity leaks through subtle, almost invisible but enough to push them away. That's why they ghosted you in the first place. It wasn't you being bad or unworthy. It was your energy showing need. So you step back. You focus on your life. Not to impress anyone, not to get them back, but because you finally value yourself enough to stop outsourcing your happiness. Let me give you an example. You were broke, skipping gym sessions, doubting your worth, and she ghosts. Fast forward a year. You poured yourself into building a company, late nights, early mornings. You learned, you failed, you kept going. You now run a business that turns heads. Suddenly she hears about your success. She sees your name attached to something impressive. How does she react? Surprised, curious, a little taken aback. Or imagine this body transformation. You were soft, insecure, avoided eye contact. She moved on, but after consistent training, discipline, and care, you have a body that turns heads effortlessly. People notice. You don't post constantly about it too. Just show up, living the results. She hears through the grapevine. That's when respect and attraction catch up. Or even fame, influence, recognition, whatever your version of your craft is. It's not about proving her wrong. It's about being someone worth noticing. When you focus on yourself, your confidence skyrockets because it's real, not based on someone else's attention. And here's the beauty of psychology. Confidence is magnetic. When you're truly self-assured, people unconsciously pick up on it. Your posture, your calm energy, your decisiveness, they feel it. Your crushes, exes, and even people who once ignored you, notice. They sense the shift long before words are exchanged. It's not manipulation. It's cause and effect. You fixed yourself. You leveled up. And your energy now radiates something they can't ignore. By the end of this, you realize the moment someone notices you again isn't magic, it's the byproduct of relentless self-improvement. And the best part, you didn't do it for them, you did it for yourself. In the next part, we'll talk about the ultimate payoff, not just their reaction, but the unshakable confidence you carry, the way your presence commands respect, and why that makes you unstoppable in life and love. Here's the ultimate truth most guys miss. The biggest impact isn't on them, it's on you. When you focus on yourself, your body, your mind, your craft, your confidence doesn't come from likes, messages, or validation. It comes from knowing your worth, from seeing the results of your effort. That's the energy that makes people take notice. That's the energy that turns curiosity into respect. That's the energy that even exes or crushes who ghosted you can't ignore. Imagine it. You were insecure, broke, unsure. She left. You poured yourself into your growth. You built a business, a body, a life people admire. She hears about it not from you, but through life itself. How would she react? Surprised, maybe a little regretful. Maybe she never expected that version of you to exist. And the most important part, you don't care, because you've already won the respect that matters, your own. This is the paradox of self-improvement. Focus inward brings confidence, grows, and then presence amplifies. That makes attraction happen naturally. It's no longer about chasing anyone's attention. It's about becoming someone so aligned with their own purpose and energy that the world, including the people who doubted you, can't help but notice. Remember what Epictetus said first. Say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. You didn't become this person for anyone else. You became them because you refused to be defined by your past, by rejection, or by insecurity. And that transformation changes everything: your confidence, your relationships, and the way the world responds to you. Legendary punchline. When you stop needing anyone to see you, the world finally can't stop seeing you. If you got value from this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there's more real, raw self-improvement coming your way.